Good day. The purpose of this video is to give everyone a quick look at our virtual library resources. Even though we aren't available to meet in person, we still have many resources available. To begin, we need to navigate to the library's catalog. You can get there several different ways. If you are already logged into My Campus, the easiest way to get to the library is to click on the library button on the portal. This will bring you right to our blue catalog page. If you aren't already logged in, you can get to the library through the UVI website. Just click on the Academic tab and then Libraries. This brings you to our white homepage. This page has some valuable information, but we really want to access all of the information on our catalog page. To get to the blue catalog page, just click on the top link here. This is really our most useful page. You can also type in library.uvi.edu, and that brings you to our white catalog page again. Just click on the link, and you end up at the catalog. You want to make sure you get to this blue page every time. From here, you can access everything the library has to virtually offer. We have the search box at the top that can be confusing for some students. If you use this search bar, you can search anything the library owns. Basically, that means everything we house in the library. It also includes the ebooks that we own. It's important to remember that this search bar is pretty limited. We have subscriptions to several databases, which gives us access to thousands of electronic resources. And this search box doesn't search any of them. So to use a comparison, this search box is like searching through movies you own, the ones you keep at your house, and the ones that you own and have downloaded to your phone or other electronic devices. But you aren't searching any of the movies available to you through your subscriptions like Netflix or Hulu. Our database subscriptions are like the Netflix and Hulu for academic materials. That's where the majority of our resources are. To search our database subscriptions, you need to click on Research Databases in the left-hand menu under Electronic Resources. Here, you get electronic access to most of what we have available virtually. Before we get into the databases, I just want to point out that the one area where our physical collection surpasses the electronic is our Caribbean collection. In our libraries, we have spent a lot of time and energy collecting materials specific to the Virgin Islands and the Caribbean. When we are able to return to the library's building and you are interested in materials on the Caribbean, this is an excellent resource. Okay. So if we click on Research Databases, we'll get a pretty detailed list of the databases that we have available. You can go through these at your leisure, but I want to make sure you know where they are. This database here, EBSCOhost Research Databases, is the most comprehensive we have. If you are new to researching, you might want to start here. We also have a subscription to an excellent collection of ebooks. You can access those here. If you want more information or help with a specific search, you can contact the library and one of the librarians will walk you through a more detailed process. We can even meet on Zoom or share screens and information. I'll try to make sure to include the library's contact information at the end of this video. Okay, let's return to the library's catalog and I'll point out a few more resources. You can take a look at the rest of these in the Electronic Resources menu, but I do want to point out our LibGuides. If you need to do some research and don't quite know where to get started, the LibGuides might help. You could choose your subject and take a look at what they have to offer. We just finished this Virgin Islands History LibGuide, and it has links to all sorts of valuable information on the Virgin Islands. There are links to ebooks, articles, print resources, internet resources. We even have several research topics from which you can choose. Okay, back to the catalog again. Take note of the Ask a Librarian button box down here. If you are working online and have a question for your librarian, you can type it in here. When you click Ask Us, you'll get a list of commonly asked questions. If you can't find your answer here, scroll down and then click Submit My Question. A librarian will respond within 1 business day. If it's during the workday, it shouldn't take long at all, maybe less than an hour. In the right-hand menu here, we have our Interlibrary Loan link. This is an important link. If you're searching and can't find full text access to an article or another resource, this is the link for you. We have professional relationships with libraries across the world, and we share resources with them. That means if our database subscription doesn't include access to an article you need, we can request it through one of these other libraries. Just fill out the form and we'll look for the article for you. If you're a St. Croix user, you can click Article Request or Book Request here. St. Thomas users click here. If we take a look at the form, it's pretty simple. You enter information about yourself, your name, ID, status, at the top of the form. And then beginning with question number 7, you enter information about the resource you are looking for. Give us as much information as you can to help us find the specific material you are requesting. When you've got all that information entered, just click Submit right here. That was a pretty basic overview of our virtual services, but you can always schedule something more in-depth at your convenience. We schedule group or individual sessions where we review search techniques, databases, or any other help you may need. We can set up Zoom meetings and share screens too. If you would like to reach a librarian to ask a question or to set up a more in-depth session, the best way to reach us is to email us at library@uvi.edu. You can also click on the Ask a Librarian button on our catalog page or from the portal. Or if you have a favorite librarian, you can always email him or her directly. Finally, don't forget to like us on Facebook, UVI Information and Technology Services, or click right here. We have started updating often with resources and information you might find useful. Here's our contact information again.